Shalom. You know, the difficulty I've been having just making this video actually just fits perfectly into what this video is about. This video is literally about when you align yourself with the will of Yah, how the enemy will come in and start doing any and everything to pull you out of the will of Yah. And this is like the fourth video I've made. The third video that I made was actually the one that I was going to post until I accidentally erased it. So maybe I wasn't supposed to post that one. But basically I was just saying how, in my last video I talked about how I packed up me and my son in the middle of the night and I moved to where Yahuah told me to. Like, everything that I could possibly, the rest of my stuff is still at my relative's house who I was living with. You know what I'm saying? Like, I packed up whatever would fit in my car, and in the middle of the night, like I left at like 10 something at night on an 8.5 hour drive. And I didn't get to where I was going till like 6:30 in the morning with my son. Like, just packed up and went. But then when I got here, like, everything just fell into place. But now I made a video, and now after that video where I was talking about how we got to be obedient to Yahuah, here I am telling you about how the enemy is literally coming in like a flood and attempting to pull me away from him. There is a person that last year Ruach HaKodesh told me that this person was going to come and try to pull me away. And in the past, they have been a great instrument of the enemy to pull me away. But because I'm stronger now and closer to Yahuah now, it's not succeeding. So the enemy had to send another person. This time, this is a new temptation. This person literally was like, "Yo, I can help you get a job in a different state." Great job, great opportunity. I mean, it would be amazing for me and my son, but that's not where Yahuah told me to be. And I even asked the person, because they knew about my situation when I was living in the other place, "Why didn't you tell me about this job then?" Now the thing about it is, I already knew why they didn't tell me, because I was out of Yahuah's will in the other place. Now, I mean, I wasn't doing nothing I was supposed to be doing. I'm not saying that. I wasn't where I was supposed to be. So, of course, the enemy wasn't going to give it to me then, because I was already out of Yahuah's will. Why would he give me something to pull me out of Yahuah's will, and I'm already out of his will by not being where he told me to be? Because realistically, where I am now, I feel like 4 years before I fell into my backslidden state, this is where I was originally supposed to be. So, I'm 4 years too late, but hey, children of Israel roamed the wilderness for 40 years. Oh, so sorry. I did not mean to yawn in y'all's face. Said all that to say, and first of all, he told me about it a year ago, and now it's just now manifesting. So that gives me a confirmation that everything else that he told me a year ago that has yet to manifest is going to manifest. So even out of the enemy's attempts to pull me away from Yahuah, I still give him praise, because he's not a man that he should lie. But check this out. So this is something that I'm experiencing that I've never experienced before. I am usually an after the fact type of person. I realized what Yahuah was doing after the fact. I realized that it all worked for my good after the fact. But for the first time, I am standing in the middle of the storm, and it's like I'm watching things flying around. But in the eye of the storm, it's calm and it's peaceful. And I feel like I'm walking and there's a storm that's going on around me. And I'm watching it. I'm watching it go on around me. But I'm at peace. Now, I wasn't always at peace. I had prayed to get to this point. Because at first when I was seeing everything, I was like, what's going on? But now it's just like, Okay. And like I said, I have never been to this level of calm before. Anybody that knows me can tell you I got that Peter spirit. Like, I'm cutting off ears and asking questions later. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I hate to say it, it's true. But to see that I am being moved from a place of being easily moved to a place of being grounded and at ease and grateful, and now it's like I can literally see the strategy of the enemy and how he moves. Because the thing about it is, when you're in war, because that's what this is, spiritual warfare, when you're in war, it's very important for you to study your enemy. You don't worship Satan, but you need to study him. Reason why I say that is because he's studying you. The enemy is not omniscient, is not all-knowing. So the enemy has to study you to better fashion the temptation that they entered. You think about when Yeshua was in the wilderness. Hashatan offered him the consolation prize. You know, it's almost as good. Matter of fact, it's the second place prize. It's almost as good as, what your dad is offering you. Only thing is, you gotta worship me, which means that I'm almighty and you're not. But I mean, you can still have all the nations and everything. Like, you know what? There's even a word in that. Hashatan does not care about whether he has control of the nations. What he cares about is being worshipped above Yahuah. That's it. He wants the glory. He wants the praise. He wants the honor. He was so willing to give Yeshua all the nations. All you got to do is worship me instead. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to get on the cross. You don't have to be beaten with a cat of nine tails. You don't have to have a crown of thorns forced down on your head. You don't have to carry your 300-pound cross to Golgotha, and you don't have to be nailed to it. You don't have to be pierced inside, none of that stuff. You know what? All you gotta do is worship me. And I don't know. That face you guys just saw, that was like a disgusted face. Like, I'm kind of like irritated and disgusted. Like, are you really offering me this mess right now? You know what I'm saying? But it's a chance for me to give y'all praise, because I haven't been in this place before. You see my son? He over there. He probably on YouTube and he ain't supposed to be. You on YouTube?
No.
You sure you're not on YouTube?
I'm just playing my game.
Okay. Hey, keep your finger out your nose. Anyway, babbling again. All I'm saying is, and it's also because I'm not feeling all that well. These allergies are kicking my butt. Just said all that to say, if you find yourself in a similar situation, just sit back. Just sit back and really think about what's happening to you, how it's happening to you, and what it could possibly mean. Because going back to, how do I always wind up using Matthew 4 verses 1 to 11 as a reference? It's like almost in all my videos. I always find a way. It's a lot of meat in that scripture. But if you think about it, there was a reason why Hasatan was tempting Yeshua. Because what he did know was who Yeshua was. Or is, I should say. Who Yeshua is. And what he came to do. So, with that being said, he had a plan to try to attempt to stop it, not knowing that his attempts to stop it was actually what was going to catapult it into manifestation. So with that being said, I'm giving him praise, because what's happening right now is catapulting me into some type of manifestation of some things that Yahuah has told me back around the same time that he told me about the other thing I told you about. And I'm being very, very, very vague right now in case somebody watches this video and knows some of the people that I might be talking about. Again, I'm not here to talk about people. I'm just here to talk about situations. So that's why I'm being extremely vague about it, because if I didn't care, I would just, yeah, and this, but you know, I'm learning. I'm learning not to do that. Just give enough information. And the information that you need to know is Yahuah is not a man that he should lie. Your trial, what a storm that's going on right now is trying to keep you, it's trying to distract you away from what you were called to do, what you were created to do. But understand, it's right around the corner. It's right around the corner. All right, you guys. My son's getting restless. I'm getting sleepy. So I'm getting off. But just keep your head up. If you feel yourself getting lost, getting frustrated, getting weary. Last night during Bible study, I literally just cried. You know, and that's okay. I cried and I poured my heart out to Yahuah because it was some things that was going on, and I'm just like, I don't know. If I'm being transparent, I'm tired of fighting. I feel like for the past 5 years now, going on 5 years, I've been in one non-stop battle, and my spirit was weary. It was weary last night. He renewed my strength this morning when I woke up. Hallelujah. But I'm just saying, my spirit was very weary. And just, I feel it. I feel it coming. I feel it coming. And after I cried out and, you know, poured my heart out to him and cried literally, it's like a peace that's on me now. Like, you know what? It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. Just let it happen. Let it happen. All right. Oh, and then I'm starting to see how my last job set me up for this job. You know, it's just, it's way too much. I'm leaving out way too much because I know when I get tired, I start to babble because my thoughts are not as coherent as they are when I'm wide awake and fully energized. So I'm trying to make this as short as possible without boring you guys to death, because I can be an animated person, but right now I'm not. And one of my nostrils is stopped up. My son over here is sniffing. We got some bad allergies going on. You hear him? Sound like a snot box. Anyway, keep your head up. Draw into him. Okay. That's enough now. Keep your head up. Draw into Abba Yah. Understand that he might have spoke something to you 2 seasons ago that's just now starting to manifest. Just and here's the thing. I'm going to say this and then I'm going to get off. A lot of times when he tells us something seasons in advance, we expect them to manifest according to how we expect them to manifest. And sometimes they manifest through a storm, persecution, trials and tribulation. It doesn't matter how you describe how it's happening. It's not always rainbows and cupcakes. Sometimes it has to manifest through an enemy. Just saying. All right, you guys. Hopefully my next video won't be so boring. All right, you want to say goodnight, Manasseh? Okay. Love you guys. Shalom.